I'm gonna start
We're
talking
gonna
shit
start
when we're
talking. We're
live.
gonna start it now.
I'm gonna start talking shit when we're live. Are we live yet?
Yeah, we fucking
Where's
live.
the live? What up? Got some changes coming up. Ready to live it up?
Yeah, couple changes. Not much.
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, we're back. We've been on a little been out for a
Bunch
little
of
bit.
Raider news, bro. Bunch of Raider news on my mind. Say that.
Oh,
People ain't
Yeah,
gonna like
don't
it.
want to saturate. You just don't want to saturate everything with the same fucking narrative all the time. So we took a little, little break, little mini break, but we back.
yeah. Take there's nothing wrong with taking a little hiatus, chilling for a
You know
little
what I
bit.
mean? Just we don't want to fucking keep just saying the same shit over and over sometimes. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, fuck that. It's repetitive, especially when you hear the same things on every show.
Speaking of saying the same shit over, I'm gonna get to that in a little bit.
Hey man, welcome everybody. Ready to live. We only got 7 people in the building, but shit, it's been a fucking long time. I think the last time you guys were live, I was supposed to be live. It was right after. I think it was was Mother's Day or something like that. I can't remember when you guys went live last. But yeah, we haven't been around.
I think we went last Sunday. Yeah, last Sunday went on for a little bit. Yeah, it was last Sunday.
I got on myself. Well,
Not this Sunday that just passed, but it's going almost on 2 weeks now.
Yeah. So but anyway, so we're back. We're back in the building. We're just we're gonna jump on for not very, very long today, maybe about a good hour. I know Gravy's already mad, yelling at us and stuff. He's yelling at us behind stage that he didn't want us to, he didn't want us to go live for about 6 hours straight, but we couldn't do it. But no, welcome everybody, man.
I gotta do what I gotta do. I'll come back and start it live right over again. Right next to live.
Well, hey, do what you gotta do, brother.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
People saying they gotta go to. I gotta get up there. We gotta work early. Fuck all that, man.
It's crazy.
Big up to the working people out there. Big up to the working people out there.
Because both of us we're over here working like hella early. You know what I'm saying? Trying to stay out the heat. And Gravy's like, no.
Get up at 3 in the morning, Dad. 3 in the motherfucking morning.
Yeah, I'm at 3. I'm at 3.
Witches hour. The witches. I gotta be up at the witches hour and shit.
Yeah.
Getting up at 3. I work by 4. But school gotta help it when school starts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a weekend of my second. I'm the weekend of my third back to work date. This is my third time I've been back to work.
Crazy. Man, we missed everybody, bro. For real, man. It's been cool. Nice little break. Well, Gabe was out of town, he was going to 2 different Kendrick Lamar concerts, and what I'm saying?
That shit. Vegas was cool, dog. Vegas was fucking cool. Allegiant Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was cool, dog. That shit was cool as fuck. I think it was, bro. I thought it was gonna be like he was probably gonna give his best show in LA or whatever. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, all the shows are cool. I mean, I went to both, but it's like they were both similar. I just think that the crowd in Vegas, for some reason, it was more hype. I think maybe it was the stadium too, because it's enclosed, and it was just sounded louder. The sound sounded better, like the speaker system and shit like that. You could hear like everything clearer and shit like that. So, but that shit was clean out. That shit was, the only thing I will say is that security guards at Allegiant gotta kick the fuck back. These motherfuckers think they're top flight securities of the world and shit, dog. Like these motherfuckers came up to some dudes right in front of me. Everybody in the motherfucker was smoking weed, dog. And they come up to some dudes and they're like, some one dude. So it was just maybe some one dude, but he just kept coming up to like a bunch of people different ways. Like, I don't know, dog. It was just some aggressive motherfucker. He was like, "You put that shit out, I'm gonna kick you I'm gonna kick you guys the fuck out. Yeah, put it out. Like he was like, what the fuck? I was like, and in LA, I didn't see. I don't think I see the security guard all whole night.
Yeah, I mean, in LA it's a little different, you know what I mean? But it's Vegas. It's did they have the fucking open? Did they have the sliding glass door open?
No, it was all closed.
Hot over there right now.
It was too hot outside, dog. It was 100 and fucking almost 115 degrees and shit out there. So it was like, it was too fucking hot out there. Like, I'm glad that we were able to be in the stadium when it was dark, because it was cool in there. Good little 75 degrees in there, but like, as soon as you hit that the doors to walk out, you felt the fucking heat, dog. Like it just hit your face like damn.
At night too, huh? It was
at night, at 11 o'clock at night, it was still like 98 degrees.
Shit. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
It was cool though.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you had a good time, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah.
I know Gravy started working too, so it's like, and then I got caught up with family, and then you know what I mean. Work's crazy for me too, so it's like we're all just getting back into it. So we have a couple announcements actually. We're coming back. We're gonna be back. We took this little hiatus that I think all of us needed a little bit. You know what I mean? We don't want to be tripping over everybody. There are a couple stories out there that I've seen people posting and shit like that, and we'll get into that right now. But but yeah, man. So we're gonna go back to our old schedule, but it's gonna be a different time. So we're trying to work out a time between us right now. So we're either thinking from 5 to 7, or from 6 to 8. Most likely it's gonna be 6 to 8.
5 to question mark, bro. 5 to question mark.
5 to question mark. No, I'm thinking no question marks. You and your question marks, bro.
You can bounce. I'll keep it.
Hey, we both got to work. Now on Sundays, well, same thing, yeah. So, Gravy, you can go. Hey, Gravy's gonna go live all summer. Once he gets out, he's gonna go live all summer, man.
That what's up.
So make sure you guys stick around for that, man. It's gonna be pretty dope, man. Appreciate you guys. We missed you guys. I know that definitely. You know what I mean? Besides making a couple moves and a couple podcasts that I've heard, man, there's really not much going on. But yeah, but once we start getting everything going, training camp's going to be moving around.
OTAs.
Yeah, I know it's OTAs right now, but training camp is going to be coming up pretty soon too. So it's like, I know we're talking OTA and looking pretty much like, if you look at the title, looking at the whole season, man. So appreciate all you guys, man. Hit that like button. Hopefully we hit that another 1,000. Well, I'm trying to get to the 2,000 mark at the end of the season, by the end of the season. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get to the chat real quick, man. We appreciate you guys. Like we tell you guys every single time around this place, around these parts. Be thankful for what you do, got what you don't drink and drive, and we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna give some love to Cycle was in the building. What up? He said, by the time y'all start, it'll be 11 p.m. for me here. Might miss it, but as always, Raider Nation, till it's time. Till itself ends, and it's always fuck the Queens. What's up, bro? Guerrero in the building. What's good, bro? My dog. Brushito Brown, brother. What's up, bro? Edgar Sosa's in the building. Jason Downs in the building. What's up, bro? Hopefully 5 weeks is going to be a long time. Not that long, bro. RDG, what's up, yo? West Coast Bedroom. We're doing good, brother. We're doing good. Marcus Banks, what's good, man? Salute to you, bro. Damn, I thought y'all was gonna be on that West Coast time and shit. Rock, what's good, bro? Salute to you, man. It's gonna be specific time. Pacific. Fuck with you guys. Rock showing some love to everybody, man. Circus in the building. What's up? There is a move we can make. We could trade 10 first rounders for Quentin Ewers. Gravy. Now that's a question to you, bro.
What's wrong with our quarterback position? Isn't O'Connell beating out Geno Smith right now?
Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. That's exactly what I was talking about, bro.
Don't let me get at that bullshit that's going on, bro.
So I know Gravy watches everybody and stuff like that, but there's one particular guy, and I'm not going to say his name. I'm not.
No, it wasn't even him. It's everybody.
Is everybody?
Everybody's with that. Everybody's with that. No. You know what, Lo? It's a public service announcement for fucking Raider Nation, bro. Public
Let's
service.
Go. Tell them.
This. You know what? I'm not gonna get mad, bro. What it is that we are so embedded on this mediocrity, bullshit, losing type nation that we've been doing, that we don't want to get the come up. You know what I mean? We don't want to be on the come up. We're so excited about Aiden O'Connell still, and the motherfucker ain't did shit. You know, I'm trying to investigate this dude with people saying that he's 7-1 as a fucking starter. Where's that? Where do you see it at? Because the NFL stats doesn't say that motherfucker ain't 7-1. Yeah, he ain't. He fucking lost every game that he was in almost last year, except for the two late. He beat 2 backup quarterbacks and 2 sorry ass fucking teams. Our best win was against Baltimore. He didn't do that. Minshew did. I don't know where in the fuck he was at from game 9 to game 12, but he had no stats. And all the other games, he was on that. He was prior. He was on the Atlantic game, dude. That boring ass fucking game that I fell asleep on. He was a quarterback in that game, and we want this motherfucker to start saying that he's beating out all these fucking things that he's beating out Geno Smith. How come we ain't seen no videos of Geno Smith sucking? Answer me that question. All this pump up for Aiden. This is what we want. We want this dude. Fuck. That's why I say we in the mediocrity of this bullshit fucking losing that we've been through, and we think that's fucking okay. Let's jump on Geno's back. Oh, it's a competition. No, it ain't, dude. It's not a competition. Geno Smith is gonna start. Get off that shit. That's one gravy, bro.
Yeah.
Gabe, he's muted. But anyways,
I'm glad I haven't been on the internet because I fucking haven't heard any of this shit, dog. Because to me it's shit. They can say whatever they want. To me it's just them being bored. Ain't no fucking way he's gonna start. He's not even the quarterback that Chip Kelly's not that Chip Kelly wants.
Why did we get Geno?
Why did we go get Geno, bro? They didn't pay all that money for nothing.
Why did we go get Minshew, bro?
To me, it's a lazy ass narrative. To me, it's a lazy narrative. Just people trying to make some type of controversy where there's none, because Geno's, to me, is the undeniable starter. I even reached out to the one dude who's yelling it out the most and told him, bro, put your money where your mouth is. And he's like, you don't want to bet. Like, all of a sudden, I don't want to bet when I'm calling you out. Like, come on, bro. Like,
bro,
put your money where your mouth is.
I know who you talking about. It wasn't even here that I was concentrating on, because he would say something like that. But the thing is that
other people
a lot of people are riding on this boat with this information. I don't know where it came from, but we cannot be in this tight funk to where we think this dude is going to be the franchise. I don't give a fuck if he got drafted by the Raiders. He got drafted by the Raiders, so what? We went and got Geno Smith for a reason. Pete Carroll got Geno Smith for a reason because he wasn't happy with that quarterback position. And there's no competition. There's no Geno Smith. I'm not hearing Geno Smith's not balling out. So where's all this come up? AOC's balling. AOC's doing this.
Well, I even heard Geno say that the weapons around him are making it fucking easy. So it's just a stupid narrative to me. Like I literally heard him quote that. That was a quote from Geno, that literally the weapons around him are making it easy for him. So it's just, I don't know where the fuck they get this stuff from, dog.
But it's making us look bad, bro. It's making us look bad because you're in the situation to where the dude is not better than Geno.
Shut him up. They're gonna shut him up once we get to fucking preseason and stuff like that, where Geno's probably only gonna be taking the first thing of plays. Like, he ain't gonna do much because he's gonna be the undeniable starter. Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't see no other way about it.
Why you want to go back to that shit?
To be honest with you,
why you want to go back to that shit, bro? Oh, he fucking almost beat the Chiefs. Almost beat the Chiefs. He threw the ball from 350 yards. So fucking what? We lost the game. You know, get a quarterback. Go for a quarterback that wins fucking games. In the last fucking 12 years, we've had a quarterback that didn't fucking do that, and we just stuck with that shit. We're used to it, so we think it's good. We think it's good, and now we got an opportunity to ride the back of a quarterback that has a little bit of success. And then we go and say the fucking dude that sucks is better. Nah, I ain't with that.
I almost won the lottery the other day. I only missed it by 5 numbers.
I'm sorry, I'm not with either of you guys, bro. I'm with the most, bro. AOC's MVP incoming, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But he's stuck on some shit too, bro. I'm sorry, D-Mokes. But I ain't with all that, bro. I've been keeping it inside for about 2 weeks. I've been wanting to say this shit.
Raider P, what
I
up?
can't believe the way Raider Nation is the fan. Oh, LC's gonna come up and fucking doing damage now. You look, he had fucked up. What's his name? What was the offensive coordinator's name? Getsy. And we're over here bashing Minshew. Minshew had the same shit. Minshew. How can we say Minshew sucks? But it's all bad and boo hoo for fucking AOC. But he had Getsy too.
Yeah, and it's just no way that they paid him that much money, bro. It's just there's just no way they paid him that much money for him to sit the bed. Even like in a in a fucking perfect world for AOC, like even if the competition was like super close, where AOC was barely edging them out, they still go with Gino because Gino's just getting paid that much money, bro. It's just like there's no for me in my mind, there's just no feasible way that AOC starts this year, barring injury.
No, yeah, I'm gonna push back on that. He's going to start preseason.
No, yeah, okay. Stop.
Hell no, I want to see that other dude. Go ahead, start the motherfucker and let him run that up. The Chip Kelly ain't gonna change his whole fucking offense because this guy can't get to the fucking perimeter to do a fucking outside zone play. You're gonna see a motherfucker get sacked 7 fucking times again and be happy about it. Want him back.
Hey, what they saying that from what I've seen, he was saying that he wasn't, like you just said right now, that Gino wasn't getting the offense that AOC can, but then isn't it like basically his offense based off of play action, and one of the best things that fucking Gino does is the fucking play action?
I think Aiden is not.
Yeah.
I understand.
Bro, like, you think any team is gonna bite on the fucking? They want fucking AOC to do a play action, bro. Let's just give. He's like unmobile, so it's like being that unmobile, like he can't even move. So it's like you're gonna take that time away from faking a handoff off. Like people are gonna be in his lap the whole time, dog. There's just no way. Like I just don't see his offense is not suitable. I mean, Chip Kelly is not suitable for AOC's game, dog. It's just not.
He likes speed, bro. He likes quickness and speed. That's why he's having fucking what's his name? The running back change his fucking stats because of speed and elusiveness and power and explosion. AOC is none of that.
You give AOC maybe a great offense with like a different type of fucking offensive coordinator that's more drop back type quarterback type shit. Like, okay, maybe he can be a little successful, but at that point, it's still pushing it. But not in this offense. Not with Chip Kelly. I just don't see it in Chip Kelly's offense.
I understand that, Red Pit. I'm not saying that. I'm saying him fucking starting, bro. You're saying he backup. How the fuck we have a 14 best line as far as passing protection is concerned? He's a quarterback that passes the ball 40 times when he fucking started the game. I don't want AOC throwing the ball 40 times.
Accuracy is a great commodity for a quarterback. That is, you know what I mean, and that's one thing supposedly he has, which I'm still yet to see it on a consistent basis. But
they're playing with
the thing is with him though is like,
Freddie, what's good, bro?
He's just not good. It's like that. It just his other like deficiencies in his game just outweigh that shit, bro. It's just I don't see AOC. Probably even
that's that one game. That's that one game that they're so happy about. He's gonna be the fucking franchise quarterback because that fucking KC game, but we still fucking lost.
Yeah, delusion is real.
Huh?
Delusion is real, but
yeah, it is.
You know, it's like all off season last year we were fucking, man, this, that, third, man, oh, this is gonna happen. Oh, we got fucking blah, blah, blah. We were coming up with so many excuses to think that we're gonna get more than 4 wins, bro. Like, you know, Vegas had us at 4 wins. A lot of fucking people had us at 4 wins. But last year, all 3 of us, bro, were trying to pump it up, looking for the best way for it to fucking happen, bro. And now we're gonna go hire a $40 million quarterback. That's probably one of the most accurate quarterbacks and the most winning quarterbacks in the last 3 years, to go put him to a backup with the guy that actually wanted to draft him in college. That guy came into our offensive coordinator room and is gonna change the fucking Philadelphia Eagles. You know what I'm saying? When he was over there doing this thing, had a great fucking running game, a good quarterback. Now, obviously, Gino's not as mobile, but he knows how to move within it. Chip Kelly's been wanting to work with this guy for I don't know how long, and you're gonna turn around and say that the best thing for this team,
gonna go out there and do that. This slow motherfucker gonna go out there. Oh, you don't need. See, this is one thing that we're delusional, bro, because we go, oh well.
Chris, what's good,
we
bro?
had Dante Culpepper, we had fucking Pryor, and we had this and that. Man, Pryor sucked. Like he wasn't even a quarterback dude in college. He was a quarterback in college, but they just let him do what he wanted to do. And Dante Culpepper was a passing shit. So every elusive running quarterback besides Rich Gannon that we had is all that shit. We're so used to this drop back. Oh, Tom Brady's there. We're gonna have a drop back quarterback just like that. Then you shouldn't have got Chip Kelly.
Right.
You shouldn't have got Chip Kelly there because that shit don't groove with him. They're keeping around because of his accuracy, because he knows the players. He's a good little vet to keep around and say, "Hey, what's up?" I'm not dependent. I'll put you in this. Let me ask you this. This be it. I'm gonna say, look, how confident you gonna be of AOC every game of the fucking season next year? I don't give a fuck what game you say. All 17 of them. You gonna be comfortable? You think we're gonna have the best quarterback playing against somebody if AOC is our quarterback? Are you gonna be confident in that we have the best quarterback on all those teams?
No, like
Geno Smith is playing. It might be different, right? Geno Smith, it might be different.
I'm not even gonna say like I'll even throw AOC a bone. He might like with the weapons around him, he'll still probably play maybe decent. But the fact of the matter is though, like he's still not going to be like it's just there's too many things working in this like against him, bro. Like they just like Lo said, fucking Chip went to go recruit him before he went to West Virginia. You know what I mean? To Geno, you know what I mean? So it's like he's wanted to he's already liked Geno's game for a long time. Yep. You know what I mean? They signed him for all this money, bro. It's like AOC is part of the last regime, which you already seen him kind of already like fumble the times that he's he'll have his little days where like that's why people want to point at, oh, he has this many in his first 7 games or this first actual 7 starts. This is his numbers, but like you seen him in his last years, bro. Like when the push comes to shove, though, when push comes to shove, like he has no mobility. He struggles with turnovers. He struggles with turnovers because he fumbles. He throws interceptions at inopportune times too. Because I've been there. We've been there. You know what I mean? When you know what I mean, when they're driving back and he throws an interception in the end zone. So it's like, it's just, bro. No, it's like there's too many things working against him. Like I just don't see where people can actually sit there and actually think that AOC has a chance to start, like barring injury, no. I really think that they're trying to see. That's why they brought him there.
That's the worst thing PK even said ever. I'm compete. We're gonna compete.
I think it's just that right there. I think that right there is just he's just trying to set the tone for the rest of the team because he knows that there's competition everywhere in pretty much. But I think he's so tight with Geno. That's what I'm saying. I think he's so tight with Geno that he knows Geno's not taking that serious. I think Geno knows there ain't no competition there anyway.
Yeah.
I think Geno, and I'm not even a big Geno fan, bro. Like I'm not even the biggest Geno fan. You guys heard me on this show. Like I'm not the biggest Geno fan. But I don't even think there's a competition there anyway. So it's like, I don't think Geno is really feels threatened by that. Nah. What Pete said, bro. I really don't think he felt threatened by that. Like, oh, I competition, whatever. Like, this ain't no competition, bro. Like, there's a reason why they're paying me. And then just listening to Geno say with that, like, if he wouldn't have even said that, like, just been quiet the whole time, like, it's cool, but he's even saying that these fools are making it look easy for him. The one thing I do want to say though is like we were once a couple weeks back when we were saying that we shouldn't put all these expectations on Genty and shit like that. But I think he came out and put him on himself, bro. He said he's gonna rush over 1,500 yards.
Yeah,
he said he's gonna go rush for 1,500 yards. So I mean, I love it. I fucking love that confidence.
I ain't gonna say that for him. I run against with him.
I'm not gonna say it. That's what I'm saying. Like I think he'll get over 1,000 for sure. But like I don't even want to put a certain number on it. But just hearing him say that, it just gives me that added confidence that I know that this was the right pick, dog. I know that this was a great pick for us. Like this dude is going to go out there and try to prove something, dog. Like and just the way like that dude's. I don't know. I think he has a different mindset than he has like a great mindset, like one of one of those greats, like one of those great running backs type mindset where he loves football. And I like that confidence in him, bro. That he wants to go out there and prove everybody in his fucking rookie year that he's a top 5 running back coming out the gate.
Expect a lot from him, man. I'm glad we got him. That's it. We needed that. We needed that shit.
I think people are just like you said. People are fishing right now, bro. Like a lot of the Raider Nation, like you said, Gabe. A lot of people ain't happy with Geno. A lot of people. I'm not gonna throw him under the bus, but I know when we have him on, he's gonna say it too. You know what I'm talking about. You guys don't know what I'm talking about. But he has said that too, and a lot of people ain't really like big on him. You know, even my boy, one of my Army buddies, man, one of my boys. He was when Geno was in Seattle, he wasn't big on Geno neither, but he was like, man, he got the job done. And we're looking at everything right now moving forward, bro. This is a fucking big shift in the whole Raiders organization, bro. Everything that we're doing right now, it feels uncomfortable to some people that are delusional because this is what you have to do.
And they want to go back to the old shit.
If you watch Behind the Shield, what fucking what's the name made a comment stating that like you built through the draft. Everybody knows that we built through the draft. He was over here being a magic man, changing all these fucking things, and got quality players that's going to build up the team. Now they might not start a lot of these guys because Coach Carroll was saying the same shit. He said a lot of them might not start, but yet at the same time, he goes, these guys are going to contribute to where we can have a winning football team, and that's what it comes down to. So the 4-win season, that's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that's why I feel so comfortable not even like taking it a couple weeks off, because the simple fact is we have a solid fucking team. If you look how Geno throws that ball, bro, I haven't seen a ball come out of a quarterback's hands like that in a long time. He has a perfect spin every time he throws. It looks like the trajectory is nice. He puts it in places where the receivers can catch, and even though they're basically just playing catch right now, he's a very functional quarterback for this organization that's rebuilding, bro. I'm cool with it. I'm happy about it, man. But I think people are just trying to start shit, and this is exactly what's happening from it. It's that negative shit that's gonna try to get us to fucking be like, oh wow, say his name and da da da. We're not doing all that, bro.
Bro, it ain't negative. It's just trippy. You know what I mean? Well, it's just so
misleading.
We're stuck. We're just stuck in that bullshit, bro. We need to get out of that and want to win, bro. Not going back to the same old shit. Just like we were saying, lateral moves. Oh, that's cool. Lateral move. Nah, let's get better. Let's get better fucking players, man. We got a better quarterback. That's why he's number one. Ain't no change. I ain't gonna be if AOC fucking wins this competition, this mystery competition that's going on. Fuck it. I'm gonna say we from 9 wins. I'm gonna go 5-6 wins. That's it. And 2 of them are from coaching. And 2 of them from fucking coaching. That's it.
Hey, 2 of them are gonna be from Cam Miller.
I don't know. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, but why do we go get Geno? You know what I mean?
I think that's it's just a lazy narrative that, like right now, like we said, we took a couple weeks off because I think we knew that there's not that much news out there. There's news, obviously. There's always going to be news. You want to hear what people, what they're going through and all of that shit. But I honestly think that it's a bunch of people trying to make a narrative that's not really there. It's just a bunch of people that wanted AOC probably to start since last year. There were the people, probably people that were screaming that last year, and they're screaming that again this year. When it's I think it's even more far-fetched for him to start this year than it was last year. So that's why I think
you should get views by saying real, true shit, real motivational shit.
I agree. I agree, but people love to
season to beat out Geno Smith. That's not motivational to me.
Clickbait and all that shit.
That's not motivational to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like talking good. That's bad when you say AOC. That's bad when you say AOC's on the start. Fuck that. That's bad. We can't think that's good.
Well, apparently they do. That's the part.
Because he's not. Deep down inside, you're saying the wrong shit, but you're doing it for a reason to build up your community. But I don't know what the fuck. Why you lying like that? Why you lying? Why you saying you ain't got nobody on the inside? None of them dudes got people on the inside seeing this competition. It ain't a competition. You're making this shit up.
Yeah. Baby, it's
pissing Gravy off because I want to win football games, and by saying that, you're pissing me off even more.
They're so. I think those type of people who are pushing that narrative right now are so.
You need some money? You need a handout or something?
No,
I'll give you a handout and not talk shit.
Trying to get their channel to pop more than they really are trying to talk real football or real Raiders.
Exactly.
They're trying to they're more interested in trying to get their channel
be controversial.
They probably tried every other way and it hasn't worked. You know what I mean? So
looking for me to go crazy, bro.
Yeah. So to me, I think it's more of that, bro. To me, it's more of that. Like they're just trying to get their channel to pop, so they're willing to see anything. It's like that fucking saying where they're just throwing a bunch of shit on the wall, see what sticks.
See what sticks, yeah.
That ain't gonna stick. That ain't
I
gonna
know,
stick no way or another.
It's lazy narratives. That's what it is. To me, it's just a bunch of lazy narratives because it's the off season. It's slow, but you ain't gotta be lazy, bro. Like go in depth on the players that are here, or go, like I don't know what it is though, but like that clickbait shit to me, I don't know, bro. I just never. I don't know. I just can't do it because I don't believe in myself. I can't believe myself when I'm like, I wouldn't probably believe myself saying shit like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. Like I couldn't keep saying.
Well, let's keep
a straight face.
Let's keep it a buck, bro. Let's keep it 100.
I can't keep. I know what you're gonna say, bro. I ain't gonna be with it.
Where the information is coming from. No, listen. I'm not joking. The information of where it's coming from. That motherfucker might be on, a little something different. You know what I'm saying? Bro, something that we're not on.
Bro. You cannot roll with AOC on this fucking team right here, bro.
Oh, no, we're building, bro. Gravy, you're not even letting me finish. I'm saying
we're building, bro.
I'm saying the guy that's putting the information out there ain't right. That's all I'm trying to say. He ain't right. He's on that other stuff.
Rutik was in the building on Sunday. On Saturday too, and at Allegiant Dog for Kendrick. So. He knows what's up. He didn't get to, I guess, down to LA, but I'll tell you, you didn't miss it, dog. You probably caught a better show over there. I know Loon. No, I didn't hook up with him, but I seen him post that he was at the concert too. So all
right, Loon.
He probably got the better concert anyway, dog, in Vegas.
Yeah. I'm gonna be there and chill with Loon. We're gonna go buck wild, take bail money to Las Vegas when I'm over there.
I'll keep it real. Thank you, Sicko, man. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, but check this out, man. Fuck all that. Like, we got Gino. We're happy. I'm happy. I don't want to get Gravy. We barely got back.
I'm glad people are thinking that way, though, man, because we got to spread that out. We got to jump on Gino's back and say, instead of saying this, iffy. Oh, I don't know.
I'm with him.
74, this shit. 60-40, O'Connell over fucking Gino. Fuck all that. I don't want to hear that.
If I didn't see fucking O'Connell go down to a fucking Bone Bruise and need an air cast and be carted off the field, bro. I wouldn't be like, bro. It's fucking hard, bro. Like, it's just
against Kansas City, he threw for 340 yards though. One time, that's it.
They got a bruised bone.
Wait a minute. Last year he threw for 340 yards against Kansas City. Almost won that game. Wait. That's
almost.
That's what we bank our season on. That's what we banking our season on.
He's the one that they said supposedly. I know. Powers took the blame, but supposedly that was on Aiden.
He should have been ready for the fucking snap.
Yeah, bro. So it's like,
I don't give a fuck who called the play. I don't give a fuck what happened. If snap was bad, you should have caught that motherfucker instead of looking at that much. Looking at Kansas City recover that shit.
Yeah. Hey, man, fuck all that. Let's get into something else. There's two other topics I want to talk about. I know everybody here, a lot of people, be watching Max Crosby's podcast. And he had E-Rob on, right? And I was listening to him, bro. I didn't realize how long this guy's been in the league. And when if you got a chance to listen to it, go check out the pod, man. And you got to listen to him, bro. This guy is basically one of these guys that he had no college offers. He had to make his own fucking way. He's a grinder, bro. Like, and I like his story and like what he had to do and what he has said in him traveling from, he was with New England. He got 2 Super Bowls with them. You know what I mean? He also, when he was playing with Steelers, right? Yeah, he did. So, but the thing is, though, he's never had the green dot. Now, apparently, what he's saying is that like he's going to be the new green dot guy running our defense, right? But how he talked, bro, Everybody needs a shot. It doesn't matter if it's late, early, whatever, whatnot, right? The experience that he has and how they're talking on the defensive side of the ball, bro. I like what this guy is talking about. Now, he might not be the best linebacker in coverage, so forth and so forth, but that experience, bro, it's basically a reference to us, this channel, bro. The experience that Gravy has, bro, like I appreciate it. And some of these people that we've talked to, I love their experience, right? So that's how you grow and shit like that. So how he talks about players moving up, how he was with Wilkins, you know what I'm saying, when he was first coming up, how he had to take time and he was basically put into a position just to listen, shut up and listen, and then he took his time, and then he got a chance to run his own defense. Then they took it away from him because he went to Steelers, but now he's actually coming back, and now they're basically giving him the defense again. Now, that experience and being in the NFL for a long time, you got to look at the other side of the ball. Gino's basically kind of been through the same shit. Now, I'm not saying Roberts is going to go fucking blow everything up, but I'm kind of comfortable with him leading, these young guys and moving them forward because that's what he wants to do. If you really watch that, listen to what he's saying, that's like his whole goal is to be a part of a team and to get these guys on level because he's played around good players. You know what I mean? He was a part of good defenses. So he learned how to project how to be a part of an NFL team. So hopefully with these young guys that like say Bernie and then, Elkenberg and stuff like that might be able to take that step and even pass him just because of the experience that he's going to be pushing forward, bro. That's all I'm saying.
He was on the pivot?
No, he was with Max Crosby.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought I was like, pivot must be fucking dying because getting fucking Orlando Roberts on there.
Jesus Christ.
He's about Max's podcast savvy like that. He's a player. I thought we downgraded from Spillane. That's what I think. I think the quarterback of that defense is gonna be Chin.
Well, okay.
I don't have any high hopes on Orlando Roberts. I didn't know who he was when we got him, and he played it half. He's a run stuffing linebacker, and that's not what we need.
I'm gonna put some.
What's up, Long?
A big like I think it's gonna be. Shit, it probably won't happen. Probably won't happen or whatever. But I think it's going to be at the end of the day. It's probably going to be Devin White. I want it to be Devin White.
I think Devin White will be. He's been a great guy before. He's been a leader of defenses before. I'm not going to give a guy that just. I want it to be Devin White.
Yeah. Well, it's not necessarily that he's going to be like the breakout player of the year. That's not what I'm saying. It's the experience and it's the experience that we need for these young guys. Devin White is a little banged up. He hasn't really done nothing for the last 3 years, bro. The third 3 years.
Landon Roberts has.
I'm not saying that, but you can't put the fucking Super Bowls on Devin White because Devin White doesn't have no Super Bowls. Landon has 2.
Devin White has 1 Super Bowl.
Devin White has 1. He won like MVP.
He was the MVP of a Super Bowl, I think.
Oh, with Tampa, right? Yeah. Oh, my bad.
He started on teams, bro. Landon Roberts didn't start. He was only in a home run.
He was all pro that year, though.
Okay, my bad. But like I thought it was a different Devin White. But you're right. He was with Tampa. So okay, cool. All I'm saying is the experience that he has to get these guys up to speed. I don't mind it. People gravitate to real shit, bro. And I think that's exactly what we need in that linebacker room. I'm just saying. I'm not saying he's going to be an all pro. I'm not saying that, but his experience
for what we lost, we lost an all pro.
Of course we did. And I agree with that.
He needs to be an all pro.
That's why it might be a big, big ask of what I'm asking of Devin White or whatever, but it could be anything. I know he's lost a step or two, whatever, but it is. But like his smartness, and I think along with the coaching,
Omar was good, bro.
We've been talking about the coaching, ability of what we're hoping that maybe this regime could bring along. Like, hopefully they bring that spark back in his game. You know what I mean? Hopefully they bring back that Devin White. So that's why I'm saying he's been like Brady said, he's been a leader of the defense before. He's that middle linebacker, the green dot on his head. So like you said too, he hasn't been that guy in like the last 2-3 years.
Yeah.
So we're just a lot of these guys. I think a lot of these guys were kind of hoping on like that the coaching is going to pay dividends So that's why I'm saying, like, hopefully Devin White is one of those guys that is like that. He's able to kind of reap the benefits of that good coaching, dog. You know what I mean? So hopefully that's what comes with
That
Devin
matters,
White.
Gabe. That matters, Gabe. Though you know what I mean. That matters. You know, these dudes
Yeah.
can come in here and I'm not low. I'm not trying to say that he's not going to play good. You know, I want him to. He has to though. That's the type guy. That's the type guy that can't develop. He's been in the league 11 years, 10 years. You can't develop him. So he's developed already. You know, Devin White is developed already. We got veteran linebackers, middle and the inside, and there's only going to probably be 2 of them at the most. And with
right,
help.
but see, that's what I'm saying. It's like we need that veteran presence. We need it regardless of whatever. And the way people respond to him, that's the thing, though. It's like if he can't turn around, make the play, and he's trying to tell him, say, "Hey, man, on the backside, this is what we're gonna do." You know what I mean? Like they were talking about it during the podcast, and I'm not gonna, say that like, "Oh, I'm a, fucking, I know all the, ins and outs of the defense." I don't. But the way he was talking about it, even his experience on the offensive side of the ball, he's saying that what he wants some of these linebackers to do is go inside the offensive side of the ball when they're doing their fucking drills or whatever, and when they're doing film study to watch that. See, that's stuff that you want to teach your young defensive players. Devin White should know something like that, but these young guys that we have to depend on because we don't have anybody else, so we have to depend on. So these guys being pushed forward and giving them tips like that to go watch, go look at some of the film that offense is watching. Look what they're looking for, so you can learn from that. So them telling them that, along with the coaches, is only going to develop the team, the players that we got right now. That's all I'm trying to say.
I want to land Roberts the ball out. Fuck everybody. Fuck the backup.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So I want to all the ball out. But that's the thing. It takes a village, bro. It takes a village. Maybe Devin White wasn't getting the love or whatever or not. Maybe
we've been doing that. We've been doing that for fucking 20-something years, Low, and it ain't worked out, homeboy. So the only time we had it was with the Spillane. That's when we had it and we lost.
People didn't even want Spillane. I vaguely remember that you were
adapted, but Spillane played his way into your heart, so.
Gravy, but
Spillane
you
played his way into your heart, sir.
But Gravy, exactly my point. Gravy, you even stated when fucking what's his name was here, bro. He's like, who in the fuck is this guy? Because he hit Derrick Henry hard one time.
That's what I said. Yeah, but his play,
right?
You can't say that his play. I ain't gonna say the dude sucks with what he did in productivity. No. He produced. He made you know that he was he wasn't even mentioned a Pro Bowl guy. He was mentioned every year he was here in the Pro Bowl. Every year he was borderline Pro Bowl player.
Well, he barely got to start with Pittsburgh, like half of his last year with Pittsburgh because he took Devin Bush, or I forgot what guy he took the first round picks, spot towards the end. I think it was Miles Jack or Devin Bush, one of them two.
Can't say,
but he took their spot like later on in that year. They didn't want to re-sign him. He got brought over here, and I remember the narrative, because I was one of his guys that like was always back up Spillane. You know what I mean? I always liked that like his type of game. You know what I mean? He was a dude that wasn't scared to put his nose in there, dog, in the run game and stuff like that. And I think he got a limited amount of snaps to where a lot of people didn't even know that he couldn't cover. They just wanted to go out there and say he couldn't cover. Like, I think there wasn't even enough film out there, but that was the big narrative on him when he first came out here. You know what I mean? Like he's only that. He's not gonna be that good and shit like that. So, but I was a big supporter of him, dog, and that's why I think like being that like I was a big advocate for him coming in, and then seeing him grow here, dog, like to the point where he was rated as one of the top, in the top 5, like
five linebackers.
Stopping these.
There was no doubt.
Stopping the run. You know what I mean?
No doubt Spillane would break off on you, bro. There was no doubt.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you got to do it all over again, bro.
Not hurt, but that's why I think I was disappointed that they didn't re-sign him. Because out of all of those guys, you could say that they were all fucking overpaid, but out of all of them, only one that would deserve to be even overpaid to little bit, which I don't even think Spillane at his productivity, I don't even think he was really overpaid, dog. Like, I think it was actually a good number, to be honest. I think exactly. Morig is a different story, and Hobbs, different story. Diablo, that's definitely a different story. I really wanted him gone regardless. But Spillane was the only one. Like, I was just like that, because big advocate him coming in, and I was hoping that he was the one guy that they actually targeted on re-signing in this offseason.
Man, you guys are my tortas, bro. Like shit, man, making me hungry.
Not me. I ain't no word.
Travis saying right here, I think the quarterback room is a little more scary than the linebacker room, which is true.
Yeah.
Our number one corner, who's our number one corner? It's been quiet for Jacorian Bennett. I'm hearing a lot about Chin, and I'm seeing Darian Porter.
Hey, but I do hear about Jacorian Bennett, and that's kind of
True,
that is
good,
bad
bro.
news
Luke,
because
559, stand up. What's up?
especially because last year you heard him supposedly growing up so much in the second year and then all that shit. And I guess I don't know what's happened since the injury, which I don't understand because it was I think a shoulder injury, which never really I don't know. But the other thing though, I would say the flip side of that coin though is that I've also been hearing a lot of good stuff about Darian Porter. So maybe not a lot of good stuff about Jacorian, but I've heard a lot of good stuff about Darian Porter and Eric Stokes.
He's starting.
So
he's in the depth chart number one right now.
Yeah, so those two guys are right now. Good about. So, but it is unfortunate the news with Jacorian, which hopefully he could pick it up, during this training camp and in preseason. But we're gonna need him. We're definitely gonna need him. So, but it is good to hear that Darian Porter though, because that dude has that Sherman type frame, dog, like that. And he was picked. He wasn't picked that low. You know what I mean? He was picked 4th round. That dude got speed, got size, maybe could use a little bit more weight, but I don't know, man. I think he's gonna get with the strength and conditioning coaches, and he's gonna be just fine. I think that
who's the smallest dude, Gabe? Who's the smallest dude on the DB at the corners?
DBs are our guys. Wow, shit. We have
Jacorian Bennett. Is Jacorian Bennett?
Is he? Well, Sam Webb is pretty small too.
Yeah, he's little too. But I did think he's bigger.
Darnay Holmes.
I think Bennett's like 5'11", maybe.
I don't think Darnay Holmes is that small either. But I know Stokes is pretty big. I know so is fucking Darian Porter.
We drafted Darian Porter.
Yeah. And then we got D-Cam. We still got D-Cam.
He's a big guy.
Okay, D-Cam, and then we still got we re-signed Sam, and then him. Jacorian Bennett is the one that's like kind of like a little bit on that thing. But also another big news from training camp that's been getting a lot of news on the offensive side is Dante Thornton. Dante Thornton seems to be like the real deal, dog. Like
Hondo talking about here, and Hondo's
I heard
there.
a lot of people talking about it. I heard not just
Hondo's
Hondo,
there.
I heard players talking about him,
Yeah.
like saying that, damn, this dude is, like, you know what, this dude is fucking gonna be good. You know what I mean? Like 6'5", fucking fast as shit, dog, and he can high point the ball. Like he's already been seeing high point the ball. And sometimes so it's like that dude is what it's just what we were hoping maybe. Trey Tucker was gonna be that speed guy, but that just the size difference and Thornton is just gonna pay so much dividends, dog. Which I feel bad for Tucker, but Thornton's gonna be a standout guy. He's gonna cause some defense and some fits, dog, because 6'5", 6'4", 6'5", that fast.
Jacoby's tenure as a Raider is gonna be. Ooh.
Hope it works out for him.
That guy balls out.
Jacoby says he wants to be a Raider.
Yeah,
that's the news. He says he wants to
say
be
all you want. You can say all you want, but I dig Jacoby. He's an asset to our team.
He didn't.
Watch out, bro. Watch out. There's young guys behind you.
Because he's a low-paid guy right now. So I don't. To me, him, that dude is like. He seems to be a guy that like. Money isn't like always the object. Like to him, I think it's the comfortability to him is the most. Like because like for him, like he just seems like that type of dude where like he ain't flashy, he ain't all of that stuff. I just see him as one of those. I don't know. No, I just think for him, like comfortability is a big thing for him, and I think like it's big when a player like that comes out and says like I would love to finish my career here, which I hope they don't take the Raiders also don't take that shit for granted either and go offer him like shit and when contract comes up. But like, you know, I do think that dude's a guy that's going to, as long as he's contributing and all that shit, I think he has a home here, dog, because we're like we said, we've never really asked for him to be a number one guy, but he's a damn he's a hell of a fucking compliment fucking receiver, and he's gonna make like I know Besh, whatever, like we haven't signed him or whatever it is, like
I was gonna bring that up. I was gonna bring that up next.
That ain't shit.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that, but like that dude, I know that a lot of people are saying that he's that type of player too, like Jacoby, but I don't know, man. Having that and then the added element of Thornton and shit like that, it's gonna be with Bowers, bro. Like this offense is gonna be pretty. Like I think ESPN fucking named us the most. It's probably most likely to be the most improved team. That's big. Like
and
for me,
Gino was involved in that, and Gino was involved in that.
Yeah,
why the fuck are we mentioning the fucking apes? I don't know.
Stop getting pumped up about it, bro.
It's just on my mind, bro. I just can't get it out of my shit. It's nonsense.
No, but I know it's gonna be good, man. I think it's gonna be a hell of a season, dog. Like we might not get to where, because there's always some people who are fucking
CMC
just
2.0
outrageously with their thing. Like, they want Super Bowl this year, or like they're probably already gonna be like. There's always some just out of touch fans who just expect the most or whatever it is. Like they're gonna be no matter what, Pete Carroll might do this year. Like they probably might want him gone. Like by the end of the year, like it don't matter. But like I think that this year is gonna prove that like we're on the right track now. We're like there's a reason why like ESPN's always talking shit about us and we come out here year after year and we're like try to be like.
Kind of game, we deserve that. We deserve it.
That's what I was about
to
say. We
deserve that shit.
We come up here and be like, try to talk shit about ESPN and try to be like, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Our team's gonna be good this year, and then we are exactly what the fuck they say we're gonna be. You know what I mean? They say we're gonna be last place, and we're exactly that. And just to hear them say that's a breath of fresh air. Like as much as I don't put a lot of stock into it, but like. That's just a breath of fresh air that just like a reassurance type of feeling that like I know we're on the right track. I know we're on the right track because it takes a lot for that a place like that that's talked shit for us. That dudes around the fucking media that have talked shit about us for a long time are saying different. We're saying on the right track, dog. Like, you know what I mean?
Look what they're saying, Gabe. They're saying Pete Carroll, coaching staff, Geno Smith.
Yep.
Janty, these wide receivers we got, they're concerned about the Wilkins issue, like I am. They're concerned about the cornerback that we got. We ain't got a cornerback yet. We got all this money.
I don't think we need one.
What are you talking about? We don't need.
I don't think with Chin. I don't look with Chin.
Chin's not a cornerback. Chin's a safety.
Okay, but I'm saying with the guys that we do got. Okay, Darian Porter. We got DCam. He's a big guy too.
He's in his second year, though.
I understand that. But I'm. Hey, JB was fucking in the second year and broke out.
And 5 games later, what happened to him? We didn't see him again.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're confident in that dude being out there?
I'm trying to be as confident as possible.
I hope he does, bro. I hope he does, but we need help. We need help for him.
Right, but yet at the same time, the team that needs the people that need to be here need to get here now. Like, instead of all this bullshit and I deserve this amount of stuff like that, they need to be here now. So whoever's on the team right now, I'm rocking with on some real shit. I can't worry about who's not here.
It's gonna change.
But you understand where I'm looking at it. I'm not worried about who's not here because that makes absolutely no.
But we need to give if you need to worry about.
Oh, we got.
I need to worry about who's not here because I can worry about the whole NFL, bro. We're not making no
we need this dude.
No. What I'm saying
what
is,
about everybody
I'm not worried about the people that are not in the building. I'm not worried about the people that are not in the building. How am I going to worry about that? I want the guys that are in the building right now to be successful, Gravy. I want the people that are right now that are in the building.
We need more guys. We need more guys.
getting hotter.
We need more guys, my boy.
I understand. I completely
because
understand.
the legend
Okay, listen. I agree
legend-
with you, Gravy. I completely agree with you. But I'm not worried about the motherfuckers because they're not in the building.
Well, we need to go get them to get them in the building. We need to get them in the building.
I agree with you.
We'll be a better team.
Listen to what I'm saying, Gravy. I agree with you. I'm just saying these motherfuckers aren't in the building. So what's the point of worried about somebody that's not here? Now, if we make a trade tomorrow and get some motherfucking players, cool.
Bro,
let's go. I got to worry about the guys that are in the building now.
Depth chart, according to like ESPN and ourlads.com, like because the Raiders haven't posted anything, but they have as our starting corners, they have Jacorian, Eric Stokes, and Darnay Holmes right now.
There you go. And that's cool with you?
No.
Hell no, bro.
That's pretty bad.
Our second,
look at the receivers that they're going to be matched up on.
Directly behind them, behind Jacorian is Dean Camp. Behind Eric Stokes is Darian Porter, and behind Darnay Holmes is Sam Webb, bro. Like, yeah, we need help at the corner position, bro.
So Trap saying if Jalen Ramsey contract wasn't so high, I'd say go get him, but we only got like 30 mil left in the cap. Yeah, that's true.
There's a reason why he makes 20-something million.
We got Caillou Blue Cali too. I think he was an undrafted guy. I don't know if
I think we need why we think everything's gonna get fixed in 1 year. Shake my head now. I agree with you on that one, Lou. My bad.
With OJ, man, we're talking about Holmes and Stokes, bro, as our fucking secondary, bro. Damn.
Stokes was
Lonnie Johnson too. We have there, but
he's a special teams guy. He's great at special teams. That's his primary.
Mostly a special teams guy. Like, man, we're gonna definitely need to count on. Hopefully, it's just like that. Hopefully, it's Pete can be that good. He's just that good in bringing along, defensive back rooms, dog.
Look at yeah. Well, I'm with you on that, right? I'm with you on that, but
that's what I'm saying.
We want to win, even competitive, bro. Even competitive. Okay, the game that I'm going to. You think Stokes and JB is gonna be out here and be able to cover Lamb and fucking give it? What's his name? They just got.
No, I'm just saying.
Good positive is gonna happen with that.
I'm telling you, like, I hope. I'm thinking. I'm worried, like you are. Like I want guys. I want to be able to sign another guy or two on the fucking, a good, top end. Hopefully in the corner, but.
I'll even go get Gilmore, bro. I'll even go get Gilmore.
I would take Gilmore in a second. What I'm saying is that, like,
I think right now the what it's looking like as of right now today, because especially like they're saying that we only have a certain amount of money left, so it don't look like we can do a great amount of stuff. So it looks like that's what they're banking on. You know what I mean? Like that they are going to be able to develop like they've developed before. Like, I think that's Pete's mindset right now. Like, he's going to be able to develop like he's developed before, because that's what it's looking like right now, bro. Because with the names that are out there, I'm like you, I'm worried. But what it also looks like from afar, like what the coaches are thinking, which I'm not gonna sit here and say I know what the coaches are thinking. I'm just saying, as a, from outside looking in my opinion, I think that's what he's thinking. Like he's banking on that. He's done it before. And he could probably do it again. You know what I mean? He could get these guys to play, good football, complementary football to each other, which that's what I'm hoping, bro. That's what I'm definitely hoping, because those names scare me.
He should have got Gus Bradley there. He wanted that shit. He should have got Gus Bradley.
Those names scare me, dog, on the outside, to be honest. Those names, shit.
Ben and Porter are both 4.340s, and they're not gonna be getting beat on speed.
Yeah, they cover on a fucking fade, but what if the dude does a fade nut or fucking post or something like that? What's gonna happen? The guy
but my thing is too with, like, say JB and going against fucking a guy like Thornton, and some of these receivers are coming out way bigger. All they have to do is just go to the high point. It doesn't matter about speed. He can turn around and do a fucking fucking dig and turn around and just give me the
is
ball
pretty
high.
big.
You know what I mean?
Bro,
Stokes is
these
pretty
receivers
big
think you
dude.
can turn around quick.
I mean, Stokes is pretty big dude. Ja'Cory Bennett's a pretty. I mean, not Ja'Cory Bennett. Darian Porter's a pretty big guy. So like,
Yeah.
those guys are probably going to be the guys that are going to be asked to be out there against those taller guys. But it's still, dog. It's still we're thin. We're thin out there, dog.
Thin
We're
that corner,
thin.
bro. We're thin that
We're thin that
linebacker.
corner.
You know, we need a
Well,
step.
if Wilkins comes back, that defensive pressure is going to be so good to where
Yeah,
they're
we're
going
gonna
to be
need
able to actually.
We're gonna need a bank
some
on
shit.
that.
Yeah, we really need that defensive line to do what it's supposed to do. You know what I mean? Especially with this guy right here. My bad. This guy right here.
We did see a
Moving
lot of
forward.
though also later on in the year and more than any other years too. I think we've seen a lot of like Patrick Graham even using like last year, which that's a big reason why I think what's his name improved in his game because he was getting sacks and shit like Morig, you know what I mean? So it's like I think they're gonna be doing a lot of that too, where it's not gonna be just a defensive line now, they're gonna be sending in, you know, those safety blitz with the Palomalus, the Jeremy Chins, dog, like that are fast as fuck too, dog, and they can get to the quarterback, you know, pretty damn quick. You know what I mean? You've seen it. You've seen already Palomalu do it here, and the little bit of that I've seen of, you know, Chin, you know what I mean, over there in Washington last year, like he can get there quick. That's one thing he is, dog. He's a big hitter. He's a big time hitter, and he can get to the quarterback quick if they send him in on a blitz, dog. He's a smart, like he'll find the gaps, he'll get in there, like so. It's like I did see a lot of that, like I think they're gonna need to use a lot of that type of stuff because we're gonna be sometimes vulnerable with our coverage to where, like you said, they're gonna be banking on a lot of pressure.
I'll tell you this. I think the DBs are going to surprise me with their play. They're going to play good, and they're going to surprise me that way because I'm not expecting like great super ass play, but they're going to surprise me, and I hope they do. I'm confident, but I'm not like, hey man, I'm not like fucking on offense. I'm scared. You know, ain't no offensive coordinator bringing me scared. We're going to play zone, and if you play zone, you got 5 DBs out there. Fuck. Damn, then you're going to be worried.
Yeah. Well, it all depends on what type of defense they're going to be playing with Patrick Graham and stuff like that. Wasn't he running the 3-4? And then but with the cornerbacks that we do got, we can't even run that anyways. And the way we're looking at everything is going to be basically like running fucking nickels. You know what I mean? Or dime. Yeah. So it's like so pretty much, I mean, a lot of these guys that haven't got burned and that got burned, they're going to be able to try to scheme them up to where they're going to be able to play, you know what I mean, play to their fucking strengths. Hopefully fucking Patrick Graham and then Pete Carroll get together and do what they got to do to actually make this work. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's going to be, there's a lot of different questions. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to be as positive as possible, bro. As possible. I'm not saying that we.
Me too, Lo. But you know what? It's hard, bro. Because if you really look at it, bro, and it's not just names, it's just like Lunatic goes out there. We're gonna play 3, bro. That's zone, bro. We're gonna play the Pete. He always does. So why is it gonna change just for one guy? You know, Pete Carroll always and forever wants to stop the run because it's important. I understand that. When you play nickel, you do that, but you have to cover too. The thing about nickel is coverage. You put more DBs out there to stop the pass. So nowadays, you get bigger guys, and you know they can tackle. All of our guys can tackle, so that's a good thing. But the coverage is what I'm concerned about. What's going to happen in the middle of the field again? Are you going to come up with the same old shit? You know what I mean? I can't say that's okay now because we got a guy, you know what I mean, that we can't see, you know, out there. And I don't give a shit if you're wearing shorts or whatever, you know.
Right.
I think
practice don't make perfect, dude. Perfect practice makes fucking perfect.
I think though,
you get dudes like that. That's the names that me and Gabe are talking about. You get guys like that to put in there, and you're comfortable with.
Legion of Gravy. It's gonna be the Legion of Gravy.
That's what we gotta say, bro.
I will say though that like with the defense that they are trying to build, which it looks like they're trying to be a physical defense. Where, you know, when you see the skins, you see the Palomaus, you see like those type of guys to where you see even like the Devin Wise that they get, the Landon Roberts to stop the run and all that shit. You want they're trying to be that physical defense to where you sometimes you do get you do kind of will sacrifice on sometimes with that. Like obviously you want to have guys who can play, just everything. You want them to be able to cover and stop the run and all of this shit. But I think when we're also we're also trying to find guys in certain positions where we're not, like I said, we can't build the whole team with all-stars in like 1 year because we just don't have the money to that. Like I think little by little we're gonna get to that point to where we're even gonna get homegrown guys to where it's going to, I think we're gonna start building foundation and getting guys better to get us in a better, even better situation when it's off season. You know what I mean? So, but I will say though, like I think we are going to we are going to give up some plays though, in coverage. We are going to give, but I think the physicality and I think that the way that they're trying to build this defense is that's what, as long as we can win most of the battles, and I think that's what Pete is kind of banking on, like, and keep things in front of you. We're going to be physical enough to where it's going to be hard to drive the ball, 80 yards, 70 yards on us, for 4 quarters of the game. You know what I mean? So it's just going to be. I think that's what he's trying to do too. Like, obviously, we're gonna probably be suffering in some coverage aspects, but I think also physicality is going to make up for it though too.
Mm-hmm.
But I know what he's doing, and I think we all can figure it out. Is that if you stop the run on a team and make him one-dimensional, it's going to be easy for you to play nickel, right? So that's what his intention is. You stop the run. You stop it, like what's done to us last year, we couldn't do anything. We couldn't fucking do nothing. So we make teams. But look at the quarterbacks in our division that we have to play against.
Yeah.
That's the pressure on the defensive line. That's
the defensive line is going to be key.
If you get a guy like that's not hurt, then you see that Mahomes get all fucking whacked out when they were pressuring the shit out of him. You know what I mean? And Aiden O'Connell played good when they had pressure. So when you do shit like that and make a team one-dimensional, even though you're a good quarterback, they throw the ball 50 fucking times. They're going to make more mistakes. And so with the coverage, as what me and Gabe is concerned with, is the coverage. Can you do that? You can stop the run. That. I'm cool with that. Right. You're going to stop the run. Okay, but make them one-dimensional, make them hurt by good coverage. That's what Gabe is saying right now, and I agree with that.
So, like on the defense side of the ball, like just like on the offense side of the ball, we need the running game, and then on the defense side of the ball, we need that pressure and to stop the running game, because the running game is what we were lacking in making any kind of fucking big moves and consistency last year. So moving forward, we do need the running game, and the running game is everything in the NFL, no matter what people think. What people say,
badass quarterback.
All that shit, right? Running game is everything. Running game is everything.
He knows that. I think Pete knows that too. By like, look at who they drafted. They drafted a running game. What
Pete has done over the years.
Drafted a running game, and we want to, and he's trying to build a defense around stopping the run. So exactly. It's like you know what I mean. So it's like he knows how important that is to the game, dog. Which, and that's where we were like very vulnerable last year too. Like, first of all, we sucked at the quarterback position. That's an understatement, right? So, and then when you have that, like, sometimes, like, to balance off the team sometimes, though, or take the pressure off even a quarterback that sucks, is a good running game. You know what I mean? So it's like, that would have even made it better. That would have even helped out, Aiden O'Connell, or
that's
even
great ass point, bro. Either way, you need it, bro. Either way, you need that, bro.
Exactly. It's either way. So that's why I think he knows exactly the importance of that shit, dog. Like, they did not, like, they dropped the ball on the importance of that, like, and it sucks that we have to be one of the examples of why you do need a running back, and teams like the Baltimore Ravens and the Eagles, and you know what I mean, and other teams that got free agent, like even the Houston, the Houston, you know what I mean, the Texans, like those guys that went to other teams, like the Mixons.
They got Mixon, and they're balling.
The Green Bay and Josh Jacobs, like that's where we dropped the ball. So it's like, it sucks that we have to be the example, but now
all playoff teams,
you know what I mean?
All playoff teams,
like,
bro.
Now you've seen that, like, and that's why I think it was so important for us. I don't care what it was at 6'4", like fucking, I don't care what it was, dog. Like Genty, it's not a bad pick, no matter where it was. We needed that. We need that run game.
We addressed something that we were last in. The only, we weren't last in pass offense. We were in the middle of the pack in passing offense. We were in the middle of the pack in passing offensive line.
Right.
But when it came down to running the football, one of the most important things in football, we're bottom 3. And so we addressed that. We got young offensive linemen. And young offensive linemen is not actually a bad thing when they get put in. You know what I mean? When they get put in and play, they're learning as they go, and that's better because we have all this high about JPJ. He's playing a new position now. A second-year player is going to be the dictator of our offense. So that made our offense better. Smart guy, a guy that has muscle, a guy that can bulldoze motherfuckers. A team, an offensive line gravitates to that, bro. They take that in and they say, we're going at you. And with a guy with a good running game, an offensive line is confident, you ain't going to be able to stop that shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see that next year, bro. That's why I'm not complaining about that. We addressed something that we needed. Yeah. And we're going to do that. We're going to give him a chance. He's going to get a fucking chance to do it right off the bat. There ain't no competition at running back. And that offensive line, with the confidence that Genty could give him, if he got a badass running back and a shitty offensive line, that offensive line will be middle of the pack just because that running back. Just because that guy can do shit by himself. So I guarantee you that.
No, then you got a receiver who's also going to add to that run game because he could block.
He blocks too.
Kobe could block. Bowers could block. Myers could go out there and block. Like, you're going to have a bunch of dudes to add to that running game too, dog. Like, it's like they're building this team around that. Like, and then Gino's accuracy in the short game and all of that shit where you got guys who don't drop fucking footballs. They don't drop passes. Bowers don't drop many. Fucking Jacoby dropped one last year. Best dropped none last year in fucking all in his whole college.
No passes.
Yeah.
Or was it?
Jacoby didn't drop none.
They didn't drop
so
zero.
Best dropped one in college, and Jacoby dropped none. So it was one way or the other. But my point is just like they don't drop footballs, dog. Like that's why. And then the accuracy. That's one thing I will say with Gino. Like he might dink and dunk sometimes to where you don't see him take that, but like that with this amount of weapons around him, I think it's going to be it's and then because these guys can. You seen them, they can Bowers what he could do when he has the football in his hands. Like not when he catches the football, when he has the football in his hands. He's a big dude, can break tackles, can take a 5-yard little 5 and out, 20, 30 yards, 40 yards.
Gone.
You know what I mean? So it's like
gone.
And you're gonna see that Jacoby, he might not take it down, he might not take it all the way down, but he's gonna make a cut and he's gonna get those added yards. You know what I mean? Like he's a big time, yak type of guy. Like he'll get yards after catch. Besh looks like that type of player too. Like it's just those guys are gonna be moving the chains, dog. And then when you got a fucking workhorse behind you in Genty, bro, it's going to be. That's what has me confident in Genty, like in his prediction for himself. That's why I think.
And not only that, Gay.
I think he knows the weapons that he has around him too. Like I think he knows that it's not gonna be easy, but I think he's going to know. Like, damn, I've never played with this. These are weapons, dog. Like I think that's the reason why a lot of people are kind of like we're a little bit under the radar type of team, dog. To be honest.
Yeah.
If everybody's saying that Genty he didn't play against nobody, he did that shit with Boise State. Just think of Genty has ballers. Like if you're playing in the pros as an offensive lineman, you balling now. And then they just don't put you there. You know what I mean? They just don't say, get in there. You working. You're there. Just imagine Genty with that shit. How good he's gonna be. Just imagine that. And we didn't even mention what's even better than having a good running game is the play action, bro. The play action in the red zone, everybody's going to be fucking thinking that Genty's going to get the football because he's balling out. And then we got these tall-ass dudes, these dudes that don't drop footballs in the red zone is not an issue in my book anymore. It was big time before. But now, we got it, bro. We weren't even good in the red zone when we had fucking Jacobs. We scored 5 touchdowns. 7 touchdowns, 8 maybe, and 2 of them were by a quarterback. So we scored 5 touchdowns in running.
Nah, we just gotta get. I think
running football. That's changing. That needs to change.
Crazy
drastic.
Crazy how we say It's crazy how we say there's nothing to talk about, but then we go on and
Yeah, I know.
on and we could keep going, but
Yeah,
I know.
Gravy got to take off. I got to take off, and so
Our
does
offense
Gabe.
is on the come up. Our offense is on the come up, and our offense, and usually the defense at times like this, the defense is ahead of the offense.
Yes,
but we're hearing good things about this offense moving, about the young players that we have. Defense, I don't know, man. I just think we need more. We need more dudes, bro.
Yeah.
I think we got a bunch of Janes out there, bro.
Well, we're going to talk a little bit more about it on Sunday, man. We're only going to get on for about an hour today. You know what I mean? If you're looking at the bottom right there, our days are back. We're going to be back Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays from 6 to 8 p.m., bro. So make sure you guys stick around for that, man. If you guys are here for the first time, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, man. Like we tell you guys all the time, man, around these parts, man, be thankful for what you do got, what you don't drink and drive. Now, listen. There's a lot more to talk about. There's a lot more stuff that we need to get going and stuff like that. We're working on. I know we're going to be at a few games this year too, man. So you guys just fucking lock in with us and, lock in with Loom, lock in with 805. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of different content creators that are out there, man. Shout out to a lot of people. Missed you guys in the fucking, even giving us some shit in the, in the chats. You know what I mean? Everybody. Rock, Trap. You know what I mean? Chewy, I just seen for the first time. Psycho in the building. Obviously, Mike Guerrero, Mike Lopez. Appreciate you guys, man. We appreciate all you guys, man.
That's no partner right there.
All those channels, man. We could go on and on. There's a bunch of channels out there. There's Leo. Then we got Leo out there.
Leo.
Cheeto Linus.
Cheeto Linus, yeah. Shit, Europe. Shout out Europe.
Europe Jers, what's up, man? Chris, Protect the Shield, my boy, what's up? All them dudes, man.
All of them, man.
Yeah, so you guys just all lock in, man. We're gonna have a great season, man. But yeah, we will see you guys on Sunday. G. Gravy during the summer will be going live during the day. I'll make sure that he goes live during the day. So make sure you guys stick around for that shit, man. We appreciate you guys, man. But yeah, man, you guys have a good night. And like how we always end the show on 3, man. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Raiders! All right, man.
Keep team.
Have a good weekend. All right, peace.